Lucas, I may be traveling soon, but I haven't traveled yet. I hope you have all had a good day today, or a good morning, or a good night, wherever you are. I am a bit, let's just say, some people, there is a reason why I set up the stream today, the stream waiting room today a bit on the late side. Literally 30 minutes before the stream is about to start, I set up the room. Normally I'd say like 1.5 hours or 2 hours ahead of time, but let's just say I've had quite a long day today. It's quite a long day today, and I don't know how much I want to talk about it, honestly. And some of my lurkers up were probably wondering, outside of me like tweeting some things over the course of the whole day today, why I've been quite quiet. And I think Mo-chan also asked me. Mo-chan was quite concerned the whole day today as well. So I might as well just tell you a bit of a story, okay? I'll tell you a bit of a story. And there is a moral to this story. I hope if you all like to have the time, I will explain it to you, okay? And I'm going to tell this story because it is something that I think it is very important. Not just for me, but it's for everyone. Everyone, okay? Here's the starting point. I will get straight to the moral of the story first, before I tell the story itself. Always make sure never say words that jinx yourself. Okay? Never say words that jinx yourself. Why am I saying this? Okay, about a few days ago. I'll talk about a few days ago. I was watching a YouTube video. It was a documentary YouTube video that was... It was a documentary YouTube video that was of... I have no idea why I watched it, but I just chose to watch it. Oh. Punish Bastard, thank you for the membership. Oh, I'm going to tell you all something about it. Lurkers, before you all send things like super chats or membership subscriptions, don't do it yet until I tell you all some things. I talked to you all about it on Friday before the collab stream with the talking chair, but I need to tell you all later. But I want to get back to this story, please, okay? I want to get back to this story. More of the story is, don't ever jinx yourself. Don't say things that will ever jinx yourself, even as a joke. You have to be very, very careful about it, okay? So, why do I say this? A few days ago, I don't know what it was, morbid curiosity, or maybe it just appeared on my feed. I clicked on a YouTube video, and the YouTube video was of a very grim topic. Something along the line, well, the topic was car crashes. Okay? The topic was about car crashes. And I don't know why I thought those things as I was watching the video, but as I was watching the video, it was a documentary. I think it was a documentary, but I have no idea why I thought those things. But one of the thoughts that came to my head was, I wonder what would it feel like to be involved in something like that. How would the impact be like? How would I feel if that were to happen to me? And, well, Guess what happened today? Guess what happened today? Yeah. Long story short, I was in a car and it was a very busy street. It was a very busy street and I wasn't the one driving, but a friend of mine was driving. And I was a very busy street and we were stopping because there was a car in front and we were stopped like our car was stopped like before a traffic light, something like that. And it was like stopped for 1 or 2 minutes. We were chatting while our car was stopped. We were expecting nothing of the sort to happen, but suddenly there was a huge boom. There was a huge crash. A huge impact. I felt like I was so shaken. I was so shaken. Mind you, it was our car was quite occupied. And I've just felt an intense shaking in the impact. It's like it went straight through my muscles, and I hope, touch wood, that it was just that muscles. But to the pure good luck, and I 100% appreciate the good luck, there was no tragedy. There was no numb shock. It was just pure anger, okay? It was just pure anger. Here's the thing. Our car was not moving, and it was a very packed street with a lot of cars. And our car and the car in front of us were just like normal people, just going through our everyday. And suddenly some clown from behind me crashed the back of our car that we were in. Yet it was such an impact, such a strong impact. And soon enough, facts started to come out from the car of the guy in front of us. He had a dashboard cam, so he saw everything happening in real time. So we managed to see the recording. And it turns out the car behind me, that guy was on the phone. That clown was on the phone. He was on the phone. We saw. He was accelerating. Our car was stopped for the entire duration. Our car was stopped for like over a minute, and there was no excuse. There was no excuse. Okay, so what happened? We drove to the side after that incident occurred. And so, the guy at the back who did all of this to us, he said something that really pissed me off. Okay? He absolutely angered me, okay? And I am appalled. I am appalled that he would dare to say the things like that to me, but he said it. And mind you, like I said, the car I was in was filled with people. And the guy in front had his dashboard cam. So later on, everything was verified. But at the incident, he came up to me. He came up to us. He accused us of suddenly stopping. He accused us of suddenly stopping. And we say no. We stopped for close to 2 minutes already. It is a very, very busy street. The street where I drove has a reputation of being very busy with a lot of traffic. And there is no excuse for some clown to drive way over the speed limit and causing this to happen. So, of course, me and my friends, the driver, the people sitting behind, everyone, we were not taking it. We were not having it. We were not having it. So we shouted back at him. Well, not really shouted, but we raised our voice at him. And because of that, he has the gall to say, calm down. After we replied to him, he started throwing accusations at me. Not just at me, but even the driver in front of us, the car in front of us. And when we responded with him, fact-checking him, he said, calm down. So fine. Fine. You know what? Even though there is a saying in Cantonese. There's a saying in Cantonese, okay? I'll relay back to you. Ngọ yan xin go zhang. Ngọ yan xin go zhang. Which means the person who is in the wrong will react the harshest because they lash out in insecurity. And so, despite him saying all those dumb things towards us, and despite him telling us to calm down, telling not only the people in the car I was in to calm down, he told the guy in front of us to calm down. He still in the end decided to play ball. Gave us trade IDs straightforwardly. Because when it was all of us against him. It was all of us against him. So even though he can pretend to be angry, he can pretend it's our fault, it's not our fault. His insurance. His problem. We are the victim. Well, that's it. I think I needed to vent. I'm so sorry about that, Lurkers. You probably don't need to... It's probably not right for me to relay something like this to you, but I needed to vent. I'm so sorry. It was a very long day. So, turned out the dash cam from the guy in front of us vindicated the people in our car, vindicated himself, the guy at the back, the far back that started all of this. His fault. Come on. If it's your fault, admit it. If it's your fault, if I was ever wrong, if I ever wronged someone, I'm going to apologize profusely. I'm going to apologize profusely. But either way, it was hours of heartache, okay? It was hours of heartache, it was hours of headache. You know how it is when something like this happens. Took phone turns, took videos, went to the police station, got the cars towed. The dash camera came out, we had a look at the camera, the footage and all that jazz. Take statements from the police officers. And then after that, I still had things to do. Because even though I say I'm gonna have a stream today, and I will, and since I say so, I promise a stream today. We will have a stream today as we are having now. But I really am I'm falling into the prep stage for my traveling later in the week. Okay? So it has been a long day, and I just came back. Funnily enough, I just came back like 1 hour ago. And after we came back 1 hour ago, I was like rushing, hustling, and rushing all the way to set up the stream. I made a promise and I'm gonna keep it, okay? So that was the story I wanted. Again, one big message. It's not about me. It's not about the people in my car. It's not about the guy at the back. It's not about the guy in front. What I want to tell you is simple. Never jinx yourself. Okay? You never jinx yourself. This is what happens if your mind wanders off. This is what happens if your mind thinks of something stupid. So, this is why there is one word I always say. Touch wood. Knock on wood. Words have power. It may not have power in the most superficial sense, like words can't literally kill you, but it resonates. In one way or another, it manifests. So you never jinx yourself, okay? None of you jinx yourself, not even as a joke. So, look, some of you I know are grumpy people, some of you I know are gloomy people, and some of you I do know sometimes have hard lives. You would have told me that, okay? Whatever you do, you never think bad about yourself. Whatever you do, you never think about yourself being involved in situations where it is less than ideal. Never think about it. Only think good thoughts. Like I say, thoughts and words may not superficially affect you in a very direct way, but eventually one after another it accumulates and something like this happens. Don't be like me. Don't let your mind wander off and cause this to happen. These suffers, I don't know what you mean by that, but I believe you should try more. Take this as a lesson, okay, Lucas? Take this as a lesson. Very important. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get back to my original plan for tonight's stream. Okay? Let's get back to Okay, sorry about that. Let's get back to what I wanted to cover in tonight's stream. Firstly, because Friday was a call-out day with Armchair Expert, and as you might have already known, I was very, very occupied with everything. I didn't really get a chance to see chat. And I did see the donos, and I heard the donos, so I'll just go through it with you all. Oh, before that, again, I want to tell you all, since there's 83 of you right now, I am having a bit of procedural delays with Google AdSense. And because of that, it might take me around 1 month to 2 months tops, roughly 2 months, before any super chats, any membership income, earnings or whatever comes to me. So, in that current situation, Google holds on to all of your money. It's a shame and it's a bit of a doozy, but I guess this is just part of Google being extra secure. I'll just assume the best from Google. But I will let you all know in advance I'll let you all know in advance when my delays with Google has been cleared. Okay? So for now, don't I just suggest if you are feeling like giving me gestures of gratitude or anything like that, just go through the Streamlabs link I've provided. The Streamlabs link is at the starting soon interlude and end screen, just for you to know. And that is only if you feel like I am worth your attention, okay? I will say this every time because I want to make sure if you are going to give me tokens of gratitude, it is you get your amount is going to the intended recipient and not to go to just hold on for no reason at all. Well, in this case, there's some reasons of delay. It's a delay. So with that out of the way, I want to what was I wanted to say? Oh yeah, I got some tips. I got some tips from the lurkers on Friday, and I feel I want to read. I will read the tips, okay? Because I didn't get a chance to cover some. Like I said, I was talking to Armchair Expert for 5 whole hours, shockingly, on Friday. And I didn't really get a chance to talk to chat. And it's only right I talk to chat. Anyway, I'm going to open this up. Hold on a moment. Let me see. Presentations. Where is it? There we go. Okay. How big? I should make it a little bigger. I should make it a little bigger. Okay. Okay. First one. From Bersuku 08. Oh. Bigger? Okay. I'll make it bigger. Hold on. I'll need to move aside. There we go. Bersuku 08. Hello Banmin, I hope you're doing very well. Sadly, I could not tune in for your previous streams, including your B-Day stream. I want to wish you a happy birthday even if it's late. I very appreciate it. You are under no obligation to join my streams at all. Instead, I want to say thank you if you make the time to join my streams. I appreciate it very much. Okay? Don't say sorry. You have done nothing wrong. And instead, I say thank you for even joining. Pixie Misa, I didn't do this. Nobody saw me. You can't prove anything. Oh, hi, Banmin. I have a feeling. Why do I have a feeling I know what you're talking about? It's something you're not supposed to be doing in the chat, right? It's something you're not supposed to be doing in the chat, right? And you're feeling a little guilty, are you? One day you'll be caught. But for now, thank you for the tip. I'm moving on. Okay, what next? Also, Bersuku 08. Sorry. I think there is a very sensitive balance between streamer and audience that has to be carefully maintained. You lean on one side too much and they hate the streamer. You lean too much on the other and the audience is too hyper-fixated with them. That is quite a very important point to make, actually. That is a very important point to make. And here's the thing. it is very, very important. Like I say in Armchair Expert stream on Friday, it is very important that whether you are a streamer, a YouTuber, VTuber, or anything, that you have a very good foundation of stream and offline. You need to know what your priorities are as an individual before. You need to know your priorities as an individual before you go onto the internet and present yourself in front of an online audience. On one hand, it's not unreasonable to say that at times the content creator would not be able to fully control the community that they have garnered. That is because of the inherent issue of humans being humans. People behave differently. And as humans, we can tell people what we hope they will do. We can request. We can make earnest, sincere, honest requests to them and hope they respect us enough to listen to us, even if slightly. But at the end of the day, we can't force people to do things that they do not want to do. That is an unfortunate. Well, it's not unfortunate. That is a byproduct of free will. There's a byproduct of humans being human. On the other hand, like how the audience or fans or whoever, their actions are them, I feel is also not wrong. For sometimes content creators, streamers, VTubers, what have you, if they are able to, and most of them are able to just tell, make requests. I won't say tell, make requests and statements of hope. Make requests that the community that have gathered around them to be the best they can be. Every content creator, VTuber, YouTuber, streamer, animator, manga artist, voice actors, everyone, they would want the people who gravitate to them to be the best they can be. And I suppose that is within their right to hope for it. Again, do right by yourself and do right by others. Do right by yourself and do right by others. And unfortunately, there are some content creators and some streamers who really are losing their way or have long lost their way. And again, karma is a thing. If they have done something or said something or have encouraged something that becomes a problem to others and harms others, they will get what is coming to them. Whether it is self-inflicted or they have wronged too many people and tables turned. Okay, that's my... And one more thing. And this is on a side note as well. But since Bersuku brought this up, I wanted to bring it up as well, okay? And this is on the topic of this. Think about it as my personal request to you lurkers, okay? I have no right to ask anything of you all. I have no right to ask anything of you all, and you have all the right to ignore what I say. But I would like to express it either way. just a request. It's just a request, a suggestion, nothing more, nothing less, okay? I know some of you lurkers agree with what I say. I like to think that some of you lurkers agree with what I say. And because of that, I have seen some instances, whether it's on Twitter or whether it's on Facebook, although I don't say it out loud, I've seen them, but maybe now is the time I'm going to say it out loud. But I know some of you agree with the points I make, and I'm thankful that you agree with the points I make and that my points resonate with you. But that being said, I feel that if there is anyone who disagrees with me, let's say, anyone in like a Twitter post, a Facebook post, anything, they attack me. They insult me. They say I'm the dumbest person alive or something like that. That is what I would hope you all do is don't reply with that amount of hostility back at them. Okay? But I think they are wrong for being so hostile. I think they are wrong for taking things so personally on the internet. And I think they are wrong because, in my opinion, I think their takes are wrong. But that being said, I want you, if you all want to reply to individuals like that who try to target me in any way, I would hope that you all reply in the way that I would reply. Which means I don't want anyone to reply with insults. I mean, if they reply with insults, then some form of insult back, just a innocent insult back is fine, but I don't want you all to go brutal, all in. I don't want you all to do things like threaten this person for making this comment, or make some kind of very personal statement against them because of their comment. And if you can think of properly thought out explanations of why they are wrong, just say they are wrong and explain why they are wrong. And that's all. Because I don't want people to get themselves banned or get themselves bad karma on my behalf. Please. The bad karma sticks with you. If you behave poorly, the bad karma sticks with you. I can't stop any of you from doing so, but I just hope you all can just consider this like a request, okay? Just a request. So basically what I'm saying is, I appreciate you all defending me sometimes when I have provided takes that are worth defending. But please, if you at any point decide you want to write something that might get you suspended on Twitter or banned on Facebook because they are particularly hostile replies or even threatening replies, just maybe think about it before you think, is it okay for you to continue with that post? That is all I ask for. Again, I am appreciative that some of you all take my opinions seriously. I can't ask for more than that. And one more thing. One more thing. If the people who target me, threaten me, or threaten you, or threaten anyone, or say things that are blatantly breaching the rules, then it's also within your right to report them. Fair is fair. Basically, my only main message on this whole item, this whole thing is that do to others what you want others to do to you. Everyone wants to be treated with respect. Even if they disagree, they would like to trade disagreements respectfully between each other. Sometimes some people act in a way that is undeserving of respect. At that point, you just dismiss them, but don't match their level of disrespect. Okay? I hope you'll just take this is just an opinion, okay? This is just an opinion. Okay, I cannot believe that one single tip chat has resulted in such a long drawn out conversation, but let's keep going on. Last one, from Most Hated Donut. Is talking chat English or Australian or a handsomely spoken Asian? Pretty certain he is an Asian living in Australia, if I had to guess. I mean, he has talking chair's grandma chair is Chinese, obviously. Made a saying from Sai Yao Gei, so probably it is the Chinese. But yeah, I really enjoyed my chat with the talking chair. Actually, I was very, very pleasantly surprised by the experience I've had with the talking chair. He was a very good conversation partner. And he actually made me... we agree on a lot of things, but I feel I'm glad that he has said he will look at things with a bit more of an optimistic light. Because at the end of the day, I may be a serial complainer. I may rant a lot, I moan a lot. But at the end of the day, I would like to think that the reason I complain is so that I hope people can listen to it and improve on things. So with that out of the way, that's the chat. That's the chat. Darkness, how do you not know? I told you on Friday. Darkness. But either way, you're here and it's only been like 40 minutes, so you didn't really miss too much. You missed some important points I've made, actually. You missed some important points I've made, but you can rewind the VOD later to hear the first 40 minutes, because I think I've made some points that I hope most of you will listen to. Because it's important points, especially the first part. The first 20 minutes is absolutely important, okay? So with that out of the way, I have, due to the incident I have encountered throughout the day, I am a little... I didn't really have much time to get certain things I want to yap about, but I did have some things to yap about. I do have some things to yap about. And the first one is, let me see if I can find it. Oh, a bit of white pill. I want a bit of white pill, a bit of optimism, a bit of happiness, okay? I want to share with you all something that may not be that to me I really value. I'm not sure about you lurkers, but I really loved it. I left reading about this. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Found it. Ever remember this story? About the malnourished penguin who was stuck in Western Australia? Everyone remember this story? It was really bummed out by this when we read about it last week, sorry. I was really bummed out about this when I read about it last week, but, a big but, I hope. The penguin, Mr. Penguin, he is healthy and recovering and in a lot of tender love and care by the Australian government. So, in this case, shout out to the Australian government. Emperor penguin recovering in care after a journey from Antarctica to Western Australia. Our wild carer has been keeping an emperor penguin in good health on Western Australia's south coast. The penguin was found at a southern coast beach last week, traveled more than 3,400 kilometers from his home in Antarctica, but will remain in care until it gains more weight. So yes, it is heartwarming to see this lady, bless her. This lady, bless her. So happy for this penguin. Look at him. How cute. Now this penguin has a lot of recovering to do, and that was the distance he has traveled. My goodness, look at that. That is a long distance. Look at that. So, hopefully the penguin continues to recover, gain some weight and become healthy, and not sure what the plans for the penguin will be, but I hope it's just nothing but good news, okay? That's a little bit alright. A bit of a indulgent moment of mine, okay? Oh, by the way, members who are the band, those who subbed, I have added those emojis that y'all wanted. I only have like 8 emojis right now, but maybe next year, if I get more subs, I can add more. And also, thank you to a very special lurker, a specific lurker, who gives me these little edits for me to share with everyone. I really appreciate it very much. If you're watching this stream, I appreciate it very much. These emotes are very, very nice. And I'm glad you're willing to share it with everyone. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going. What do I want to talk about? Oh, yes. Yes. I will. Oh, who's up? Who's up? Right age. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay here. Anyway, what the? There we go. I have. Now I'm gonna go back to my regularly scheduled rant. Okay? I'm gonna have a lot to say on this topic. And it's an old topic. It is an old topic, but I feel it's a topic that I have to mention. I will open up the presentation, the game, this one. Oops, shows that. So, Legal Mindset had a stream again. Legal Mindset had a stream again, and he has 3 weeks after also say the same thing that I said. And he has the receipts. She has all the receipts, all the evidence. I will tell you upfront right now. I have gotten a very, I won't say it is. It's not then. That is not. It's not. Okay, I'll be upfront with you all. Before I continue on with this talk about legal mindset and what he found out about the blue sky terms of service, I would like to be upfront with all of you. And for a few people who are trying to call me out, okay? There are a few people who are trying to call me out, trying to paint the fact that I am in any way hypocritical. I will address it, okay? Firstly, I will address it up front. So here are the arguments that a specific individual has given to me. A specific individual has given to me. So they're accusing me of being biased towards X and Twitter, saying I have that because I am biased towards X and Twitter, and because I have gotten a blue check mark, that therefore I am not entitled to criticize Blue Sky, and that the fact that I choose to criticize Blue Sky means that I am a hypocrite. That's his accusation to me. Okay? Now that out of the way, here is my response. You are damn right that I prefer Twitter over Blue Sky. You're 100% right. And you know why you're 100% right? Because I literally said 3 weeks ago that I prefer Twitter over Blue Sky. I say to your face that I have a bias towards Twitter, and I'm not afraid to admit it. And on the blue check mark, Elon sold me a feature. The features appeal to me, so I got the blue check mark. Simple. And just because I like Twitter over Blue Sky, that does not rob me of the right to criticize Blue Sky. It is one thing if I criticize Blue Sky because... It is one thing if I criticize Blue Sky by lying about Blue Sky. That is one thing. That is one very specific thing. Tell me which part I'm lying, and I'll apologize, and I'll retract it. But it's a whole another thing for me to dislike blue sky, and I provide you information that can be verified, as you can see now with Legal Mindsets stream, which I have linked on Twitter. And that I feel you might disagree, specific individual. You might disagree a lot. You might even be outraged over the fact that I even dare provide my opinion on blue sky, all because I like X on Twitter more right now. But I am within my right to do that. You don't like it, tough luck. Okay? You don't like it, tough luck. I already told on Facebook, on Twitter, and on stream, you hate Twitter as it is now, you hate X, fine. You prefer blue sky because you like the community there for one reason or another. You are 100% within your right to think so and say so. My problem from 3 weeks ago and my problem now is that there are some people who are shilling for blue sky, trying to paint it like the savior for artists and VTubers who are afraid that AI is going to steal their content, and that blue sky is the solution to it. And that is what I am calling out specifically. That is what I am calling out specifically. And so far, over these weeks, the information that has come out from it has only confirmed my opinions. So please, with that out of the way, so please, individual, you can still think I'm a hypocrite. You can still think that. But remember what I told Armchair Expert on Friday. Remember what I told Armchair Expert on Friday. If I think something, I believe something, I say it to your face. If my mind is thinking A, I will say it's A. If it suddenly changes to B, I'll tell you it's B. And as far as I am aware, right now, I am still wearing my intentions on my sleeves. I am still wearing my opinions on my sleeves. So please, if you want to call me out on something, make sure you hit the mark. Make sure you can actually find it correctly. Otherwise, there's no otherwise. Then there's no otherwise. There's no otherwise. You're free to think what you want to think, and I'm free to explain to you why you're wrong. You would probably still disagree with me, and I don't know why you have such... From my interaction reveal, I have no idea why you have such a strong hate for X. I don't know. I don't know what Elon has ever done to you. I don't have a particularly strong impression of Elon. And the only people who has a strong impression of Elon are those who are told to have a strong impression of Elon because of their politics. And for some reason, I never envisioned you to be the type to have the politics like that. So, it's a mystery to me. First, you're completely right. Elon is an odd individual. But to be objective, even remotely objective, you compare Elon to a guy like Larry Fink. You compare Elon to one of those hedge funders who make bank from the collapse of the pound. You compare Elon to those type of people. Profit Elon's off the losses of other people, and you tell me with a straight face that Elon is worse. Come on. Who are you trying to convince? At that, I rest my case. I rest my point on that part. This is a reply long time coming. Okay? This specific reply is a long time coming. And again, don't mistake what I've said. My problem with Blue Sky is my problem along with it. I will have my opinions about it, but if I'm going to try and make my points about Blue Sky on specific topics that I have a burden of proof to prove, I will exercise my ability to prove it. But at the end of the story, I just don't like Blue Sky, okay? I told you niggas about why I don't like Blue Sky. And you made my memories of Twitter before Elon have been less than impressed. So I guess biased. Yeah, I'm biased. But that being said, if I'm going to make a statement of fact, I'm going to try and prove it. I'm not going to make up facts about something just because I don't like it. Honestly, if Blue Sky was actually good for AI, prevents data scraping, I would say, to Blue Sky's credit, they're good for data scrape. They're good against that, but that's not the case now, is it? That's not it at all, right? Okay, now, we'll back to this article. I will back to this article. So it seems Blue Sky's terms of service have been made not public, and it looks like Blue Sky, well, according to Legal Mindset's report, maybe I should just let him say it.
Alright, so
I'll just let him say it, so that you won't accuse me of being biased or making things up. Let's see if I can get to it. Okay.
to be protected on Blue Sky. Let's look at this. User content means any type of content you post on Blue Sky. So literally anything, posts, pictures, profiles, direct messages, links. So artists, all of your art you post on Blue Sky, that's user content. So what can they do with your art? Well, let's see. You, not Blue Sky, are solely responsible for all your user content. Blue Sky does not control others' use of the content. Blue Sky's use of the content. User content is used only in connection with providing Blue Sky's social and content, including by sharing user content throughout the protocol, as well as developing and improving our current and future offerings. Full stop. If that involves AI, that is a current and future offering. So if Blue Sky decides to develop AI, just like all the other platforms are doing, including Google, everywhere else, they can use your user content to train their AI. Expressly allowed right there. But let's continue. By promoting and marketing Blue Sky and Blue Sky Social. So you keep ownership of the user content subject to the license below. And this is a huge license. Blue Sky does not own rights to your user content except as provided. By sharing user content through Blue Sky, you grant us permission to use your user content to develop, provide, and improve Blue Sky Social, the AT protocol, and any future offerings. That includes AI. So
I rest my case. So, please, you can attack me for disagreeing with you on Blue Sky as a platform in terms of its community, in terms of the people who post there, or in terms of my takes on the platform's quality. I'm fine with that. But if you're going to lie about saying my original posts and streams about Blue Sky is blatant misinformation, as you say, please, don't insult your intelligence. Don't insult the intelligence of people who see your posts and your comments and your videos. Okay? I think this point it's getting a bit tired already, so that's the end of that, I hope. Now, what else do I want to talk about? Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is something regarding VTubers again. Okay? And it's a bit disappointing. This was an old news. This was old news, oldish, quite old. And I have to say I am quite disappointed by what has happened. Why am I disappointed? Okay, you all know about that whole Kai Cenat and Iron Mouse thing, right? You all know about that? You all know about that? Kai Cenat and... there is this uncalled for animosity, one-sided animosity that some Kai Cenat fans have been tossing towards Iron Mouse. And I wanted to talk about it on Friday, but it was a collab, so I'll just move it to today. But this is what was but this is my gripe with it. Okay, when Iron Mouse at one point beat Kai Cenat in the sub counts, Kai Cenat fans started harassing her. Okay? And that was very, very petty behavior. Extremely petty behavior. There is no excuse. Even Kai Cenat, he is ignorant of VTuber things. That's fine. It's not his thing. He has every right to not care about the things that he's not interested in. But to his credit, on stream, when Iron Mouse beat his sub count, his response was very gracious. Saying that if Iron Mouse did it, worked so hard to get it, she deserves it. And he told his fans, don't make things messy over it. It's fine. But of course, their fans, Kai Cenat's fans, still chose to not make it. Again, it goes back to the whole, we can make requests as content creators towards our community, what we want them to how we want them to behave, but at the end of the day we can't force them to behave in a certain way because it's human. Every human behaves differently. But in this case, it's still very messy. It's still very messy. So recently, Kai Cenat has once again topped the charts again. He topped the subs. And after Kai Cenat beaten Iron Mouse left a very honest response towards it. She re-congratulated Kai Cenat for topping her sub count. She was very gracious about it. Honestly, in these two situations, both content creators, the VTuber and the streamer, both have been gracious. They have been acting classy. They have been acting good. There is no complaints about both of them. But what I do have a complaint about is some people who are watching this situation play out. And here are some of the replies that I have seen. So, this was one of them. Very, in my opinion, very immature behavior. This is very immature behavior. Kai Cenat has specifically spelled out to his community that they do not do things like this to other people just because of something as trivial as numbers on an account. But look, this was very shameful behavior. Which is why it is part of the reason also why I had that talk with you all during the Tippen chat with dinner. Because again, I can't make you all do anything that you all do not want to do. But I will keep asking nicely and honestly, please do unto others what you want others to do unto you. Everyone wants to be treated with respect. You want to be treated with respect. They want to be treated with respect. If everyone is respectful to each other, there will be so much fewer issues. Again, everyone is human, but try. Honestly, I kind of feel for Kai Cenat. I kind of feel for him. He's just a streamer who wants to have fun. And he's a streamer who played Elden Ring and Dark Souls and all that and suffered through it. He suffered through those streams. I saw him suffer through those streams. He just wants to have fun, and he wants to have fun with his community, but sometimes members of his community take things too far. And it's unfortunate that it has to be like that. It is unfortunate that it has to be like that. But either way, that was quite old news. But I didn't get to cover it when it happened. Lewin Koi, I think she has. That's the thing. I think she has. I've seen him talk about it. He said don't do it. But the problem is some of his followers still do it. And it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. Well, either way, I hope Iron Mouse does not get worse treatment from some people who are not mature enough to act properly. I hope. And if something was, touch wood, if something escalates, I will talk about it. If it's serious enough, I will talk. a long time about it. But until then, I wish Iron Mouse the best. I also wish Kai Xian the best. Both of them are club. Both of them have done right by each other on a personal basis. But some people just are not mature enough. And it's unfortunate. Guy named Ash, hello, welcome back. Just me yapping, nothing big. Nothing big at all. Let's go on to the next topic, shall we? What do I have? Okay. Done that. Oh yes. Very interesting thing I have been noticing for the past few days. And you notice that the Dragon Age Veil Guard narrative has shifted a little. Have you noticed that? It's, well, not a little, it's dramatically. Quite dramatically, actually. Have you noticed that? Yes, that's right, Lurker-chan. That is completely right. It seems games journalists have started to abandon ship per se. Game journalists have started to abandon ship per se. Well, unless, I don't know about Xbox. I am assuming. I have no idea if Xbox is trolling. I have no idea if Xbox is trolling or not, but in Xbox case, they are the exception. But in the case of IGN, The Gamer, a few other game journalist websites, but IGN and The Gamer are the biggest one. Because they are the biggest, shows at the start of the game's release. But they have been pulling back, changing their stories about Dragon Age Veilguard. Very interesting. Let's see if I can get the headlines. Aha, I have it. This is the example of IGN's one. There is one for The Gamer, but this is IGN's one. Dragon Age the Veilguard is at war with itself. The sequel to Inquisition's Dreadwolf story is trapped in an action game with no interest in the past. Well, long story short of this article, I gave it a brief read, is that the game, as I was saying, the game has an identity crisis and it is damaging as a result. And that is completely true. The game has a very serious identity crisis, and it really makes me want. And one more, The Gamer. Actually, might as well. I want to see The Gamer's article for Dragon Age Veilguard as well. Let me check. Let me see if I can find it. Do I have it? Yeah, I found it. Okay. It's a little shocking that it came from The Gamer of all the outlets, because The Gamer is arguably third place to how games journalists like the games journalists there are. So second place is Polygon, first place is Kotaku, fourth place is IGN, but it's shocking that it came from the gamer. So Dragon Age the Veilguard is the friendless to walk. That is the headline. And the gamer, to their quote-unquote credit, they're still low-key defending Dragon Age the Veilguard, but also low-key as well, saying that it may be a bit too extreme. The forcing in the game is a bit too extreme. So, think about it for a moment. The gamer, in my opinion, is third compared to number 1 Kotaku, number 2 Polygon, the third in terms of the most, in my opinion, stereotypical games journalists of the websites. And even the gamer is trying to abandon ship. Really interesting, isn't it? It's a really interesting thing. And I don't know why IGN and the gamers, specifically in my case, the ones up the top of my head, I don't know why they have suddenly started to get cold feet on this thing. You would think, like, to the ends of the earth. They're part of the faction, they're gonna die for the faction, proverbially. And what is their game plan? Lurkers, what do you think their game plan is? Why did they try to pull back? Why do you think they tried to pull back? Why do you think so? Okay. Maybe. Probably. Likely. They know the tide is turning. But here's the thing. There is the thing. This may just be my opinion, but I think one lurker made a very interesting statement that I kind of agree. A lurker made an interesting statement that I kind of agree. People are tolerated if they fall under 2 types of category. Flawed people are tolerated monthly if they fall under 2 types of categories. Hi J Hinks, you're a bit late, but not too late. Not too late. But anyway, what I want to say is, a lurker made a very good point in a chat I've had. People, there are some flawed individuals that are typically unlikable, but they are tolerated and sometimes accepted, mostly accepted, if they fall under 2 very specific categories. Okay? The first one is, they are blunt, they are mean, they are rude, but they're honest to a fault. So, to be a bit of a normie, the Gordon Ramsay effect. The Gordon Ramsay effect, right off. They're mean, but they are honest. Then there's the second type. They're liars, but they are nice. They're liars, but they are nice. So, people know them for lying, but they're always pleasant. They're always pleasant. They are polite. They don't make themselves obnoxious. So you're just like, fine. They lie a lot, but they are harmless. So it's fine. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Something like toxic positivity, but a bit grateful. I'll tell it's a bit different, but something like that. So these are the two types of people that, if push comes to shove, others can tolerate them. What becomes a problem is that you have someone who is mean and someone who is a liar. That becomes a problem. We have someone who is mean and someone who lies. So there is no upside. There is no upside at all. So those are the type of people that will be rejected everywhere, anywhere they go. Okay, Shiantori, I'm just making an illustration, okay? I'm just making an illustration. I'm just making an illustration. But anyway, my point is, if you are obnoxiously rude and mean, and people know you lie through the teeth every single time you speak to someone, so you are a liar and a mean person, then that'll give you the time of day. No one will ever give you the time of day. So in this case, you're a bitter nightmare. That is a good point. A bitter nightmare. It is bad and bad. So, apply to this case with the gamer and IGN. You lurkers remember those articles they have written, right? You lurkers know exactly those articles they have written over the years, insulting, attacking the gamers. Every single game created by Sweet Baby Inc. is a masterpiece. Every single game that has a bit of DEI in it is like 10 out of 10, and you are wrong for not liking it. You all remember that? The gamers are always wrong. The devs we support are always right. Remember all of that? Now, they are pulling back. They are changing the team. Going through 180 degrees, they're changing the team. At least to Black Rabbit back then, if they're going to supplant DEI, attacking gamers, and supporting their little cronies and their little friends till the end of time until they fail and they glide into the dust, then I'll at least respect them for sticking up to their faction till the bitter end. Yeah, I would have respected them for sticking it up to their side until the last person proverbially falls. But now you see this. They've shifted their team. They have changed their opinions. At the slightest hint of the culture shifting, at the slightest hint of things not going their way. So, it's even worse that they are mean people who get things wrong. They are mean people who get things wrong, and they are lying, dishonest people as well. So, it becomes this. This is why you see in certain cases, you watch in the movies like a war movie, where, let's say, one side, a very big war movies are usually, when I watch series in Hong Kong shows, there's like a collaboration, like some guy who collaborates with a foreign invader. Like a foreign invader. The thing is, even the foreign invaders, let's say, the guy started out fighting the invaders, and when things started to get too ugly, on his side, he shifts sides to the foreign invaders. And the thing is, the foreign invaders hate the guts of the people who turn cold like that as well. Because those people, the traitors, in that situation, you know they can't be trusted. You know it. It's better. It is often always better, according to a lot of people, that someone who is probably like quote unquote on the wrong side to be on the wrong side during their signing days. At least that's worthy of respect because they are at least loyal. They're at least loyal and they at least walk their talk. Even though it's completely wrong and it's probably disgusting, but in that case they were honest about it. And duplicitous. But when bad side changes sides because at the moment of a little bit of trouble, there is no respect. Nothing at all. Because it's cowardly behavior. There is no respect when you are being duplicitous, two-faced. Exactly right, Roy. If you're duplicitous and two-faced, and add to that, from the very start, there is nothing redeemable about you. And honestly, in my opinion, the gamer, IGN, all these games journalists, if they're trying to change their tune about Dragon Age the Veil God, because they think, oh, we are in trouble now. We are losing popularity. We are running out of money. We need to somehow find some way to drag the gamers back to support us. Spare it. Spare it. We know exactly, in my opinion, I know exactly why game journalists like this, why they did that. It's just not convenient for them to stay on the same side. Ryan H. I will retell you the original tweet headline for IGN's review of the Dragon Age Veil God, and I will tell you specifically what they say, okay? Even if we'll never get a Dragon Age game again, Dragon Age the Veil God is a masterpiece, something along the lines of that. So already you can see we're contradicting themselves. How can on one hand Dragon Age the Veil God be one of, if not the best Dragon Age experiences ever, but it's also the last Dragon Age experience ever? Something doesn't add up. If a game is so good, it should be successful. Why is it not? At the end of the day, Zero Online is completely true. Although my opinions of Dragon Age the Veil God and BioWare are not high, I will kind of slightly feel for the deaths of BioWare. Because betrayal is something that really destroys someone mentally. Betrayal is worse than just doing simple bad things to someone else. Betrayal is so much worse. Exactly. I may not be a Christian, but there is a reason why treachery and betrayal is the ninth circle of hell. There is good reason for that. There is good reason for that. Honest evil, honest wrongdoing, well, it's kind of odd, fringy that way, but what I'm doing, if it's just done upfront and clearly, it's bad. It's very, very, very bad. But those who betray others, that's worse. Because you're basically wasting. There's a phrase actually that comes to mind when I think about betrayal. Because there is this phrase. And I'm not sure how many of you heard that phrase before, but just felt like rambling. I just want to express it. Have you heard the phrase, the boundary between love and hate is often hair's length? Have you ever heard that phrase before? Hi, Adama Banana. Thank you for joining the stream, and I'm sorry for a very heavy yap, but I appreciate you dropping by all the same. Well, I've never heard it. Different side of the same coin, something like that. Here's the thing. Why do people say that? Why do people say that the boundary between love and hate is often a hair's length, or love and hate is both sides of the same coin? Is both sides of the same coin? In my opinion, there is the destruction of that border is very simple. One of the easiest ways to destroy that boundary, turning love into hate, especially, is betrayal. When you care a lot about someone, you trust someone so much, you have faith in them, you think you've known them all these years, and suddenly they go around and do something that is like a proverbial stab in the back. Oh, you're going to remember it for life. You're going to remember it for life. You're going to remember it for life. All I know is one thing. There is a... If I want to afford some consolation or some words of encouragement, perhaps, is that things change. Betrayal is a bad thing, no doubt about it. The people who betray others, they should receive karma commensurate to their betrayal. But that being said, I hope one day that if things like that happen, the person who have done the betrayal will reach to at one point in their life, hopefully before they breathe their last breath, regret and remorse. The person you have betrayed may not forgive you for the rest of their lifetime, but if you actually do, if you are the perpetrator of a betrayal, and you feel bad about it, it is your obligation to keep trying to fix it. They are not obligated to forgive you. They are not obligated to move on. But if you care enough about what you have done, you will do anything and everything you can to try to fix it. It may not happen, but you should not stop. Okay? You should not stop. You should not stop. And on the matter of that darkness, that is a bit of a complicated thing, isn't it? That is quite complicated. It is quite a bit of like a dilemma. And honestly, I don't know how magnanimous I am personally over the idea of betraying a person who betrays others. Sir, I'm not going to comment on that. Because those are... At the end of the day, it's kind of what they deserve, isn't it? A serial betrayer should expect to be betrayed by others around him. They probably don't even care, honestly. I doubt they even care if they actually have no remorse for betraying somebody. So, I have no strong opinion on that. I only have strong opinion on those who have remorse. Rina, what is wrong with you? Rina? 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 Rina, what is wrong with you? Rina? Rina? Every time you drop by, you leave comments like this. Every time I stream, you leave comments like this. So, I have sidetracked a lot. I have sidetracked a lot again. Long story short, some games journalists at IGN and The Gamer are backstabbing Dragon Age the Veilguard and backstabbing BioWare. If I had even a smidgen of respect for The Gamer or IGN before, it's gone now. And if I didn't have any respect for IGN or The Gamer before, it's in the negative. Malachite, I'm glad that you managed to drop by. If you're busy, go tend to your things. I'll talk to you another day. Name I will not read out. That's a good question, actually. I'll cover this at the end of the stream, okay? I will cover this at the end of the stream because I want as many people to know about my plans. Moving forward. Okay? That's true, Ryan H. It's really quite a shame. Because I remember games journeys websites when they were like passionate for games. As in, they actually love games. I remember the days. They actually love the games they play. They talk about games all they want. All they do is post walkthroughs, post opinions on the latest tech, the latest games, the latest things, cheat codes and all that things, but at some point in 2014 things changed so seriously and it has never been the same since then. Back then, long time ago, I used to bookmark GameSpot. Back then, when I read a review from IGN, I actually took them quite seriously. And then everything changed. but from 2014. And things have never been the same since 2014. And you know what's the funniest thing? Again, talking about betrayal. Again, I want to talk about betrayal, okay? In the early 2010s, 2011 to 2013, I really did enjoy playing games. I was like gamer in a textbook definition. I spent time playing games. And I also took games journalists back then with some regard. I read their reviews and they say something is good, okay, I'll give the game a try. If something is bad, it's like, okay, I'll give it a pass. And then 2014, we don't know what happened, right? The late 2014s. Oh, hello. Thank you for joining the membership. I appreciate it. Enjoy the emojis. I hope you have fun with them. I don't mind if you spam them, but in moderation, okay? Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yes, then they started, because of a specific individual instance, because of a specific incident that resulted in quote-unquote game death, trading, let's say, relationship favors in exchange for good reviews for their games. Gamers found out about it and called it out. Gamers found out about it and called it out. They started disclosing the individuals involved in the trading of favors for good reviews. And you know what the games journalists have done? Instead of going into an investigation writing about how a games journalist has breached their ethics, have smeared the reputation of other games journalists, that would have been the right thing to do. Because in any other situation, you trade favors for good reviews, that is called cheating. You trade favors for good reviews, that is called backdoor deals. But no, instead of... Wait, pause for a while. I'll see Mock Time what he said. Hey, Banmin meant to say hi earlier an hour ago, but I went to lift a bit while listening to you. First day of work went well. Good. I'm happy that your first day of work went good. And have a good, safe day for the rest of the day at work. Mock Tan. Anyway, I want to continue back to the story. And you know what? The gamers, they made a fair point. It could have ended. A lot of things could have never started if all these people did was just say, okay, this specific games journalist has breached his code of ethics and has breached his professionalism. Well, 5 individuals has breached their professionalism and code of ethics by trading favors for good reviews, and they called them out and let the story pass. These 5 individuals get discredited. End of story. But no. What happened as a result of that? Every single games journalist from every single outlet, from Kotaku, from Polygon, from Rock Paper Shotgun, from GameSpot to IGN, but back then IGN and GameSpot weren't too bad yet, but every single one of them, they started churning out the same articles over and over and over again. Donors are dead. Gamers are misogynist. Gamers are bigots. You do not have to appeal to gamers because they are all horrible people. And you know what? You want to know what? That is why gamers will forever mock games journalists now in the current year. They were betrayed. The people who claim to represent their best interests, who say repeatedly, trust us when on anything gaming related, trust us, we will be fair and we will give you our most fair reviews and assessments of games that come out. And when they find out some bad apples are doing bad things, they turn on them. They stab the gaming community, their customers. Make no mistakes, it's their customers. They stab them in the back. And now, gamers forever remember that. As we all know, gamers will forever remember this. So, if IGN, I want to go back to one article. I want to see whether I can find this one article or not. I want to find one article. Atomic Burger, I want to talk about that too. I want to talk about that later, Atomic Burger. There is it's not a big primary thing I'm going to talk about, but I will talk about that in passing soon. I want to find this article. This article. I don't know whether games journalists are being stupid, and I don't know if games journalists are just so drunk in their own ego, but they have the gall to say things like this. All these years, 10 whole years ago, the entire community, the entire list of games journalists from all the so-called mainstream games journalist websites banded together, throwing every single gamer under the bus. All because gamers found out that 5 of their own have been doing shady dealings for good reviews. And the response they have given is to stab their customers, gamers, in the back. And now, 10 years later, they come back begging for gamers to start believing them all over again. You didn't even begin to start apologizing for the betrayal that came 10 years ago. Games journalists, all due respect, you didn't even start apologizing. This is even worse. You have betrayed your entire customer base. Oh, Kyle Duro, welcome to the membership. I really appreciate it. Oh, again, it'll take me a while for Google AdSense to clear things up with me, but I appreciate that you chose to be a member tonight. And enjoy the emotes. Anyway, what I wanted to say is, games journalists, they are the betrayers in this situation, and they haven't even started to apologize for the wrong that they have obviously done. You have no right to blame spurned supporters You have no right to blame the gamers you have spurned. You have no right to blame the customers you have spurned and betrayed whenever they mock you every single one of many. Welcome and thank you for the membership. I appreciate it. Again, what I want to say, and I keep missing. Okay, you have no right to be undignified. You have no right to be upset. You have no right to be sad. You have no right to be angry, and you have no right to lash back at the people you have betrayed from the very start. You have not even begun to apologize to them. So spare the headlines like this. It's time to start trusting video game reviewers. You do not deserve the trust, because when we gave you the trust, what have you done with it? Back in 2014, when we gave you the trust, we took your reviews seriously. We took your opinions on gaming topics seriously. What did you do with the trust? What do you do with it? What do you do with it? I don't know games journalists will ever watch a stream like this. I know for a fact you wouldn't dare to watch a stream like this. But on the off chance that you have, think about the answer. Where we have given you our trust, what have you done with it? That's fine, Atomic Burger, you don't have to. I just said a random amount anyway. I'm sorry. Don't. You're not obligated. They're not obligated to. I'll read every single one of your comments equally anyway. So don't worry about it. The emotes are just currently the emotes are just for. No, the membership currently is just for the emotes. If you want the emotes, it's through that. Otherwise, I will read every single comments equally anyway. If you're willing to give me anything, then I will appreciate it. But no one is obligated to do anything for me. I'm just gonna yap on stream and that's fine. Okay, well, what was I? I got in touch with Gloria Shalkas yesterday. Very helpful. Okay. And we'll just... I think I've been talking too much. Let's have a read of the comments. Shion Tori. I'm going to... regarding the membership thing, I might as well cover the membership thing, okay? I'll cover the membership thing with a bit more detail. I will tell you right now. I suppose you lookers already know for the duration of October and November, I told you all I can only do 3 days and it's all late. Well, my version of late night, around 8 PM. But that's because I have a lot of things planned out. And I am in transit, as you probably already know. I'm in the process of doing a lot of things. And after tonight's stream, I'll be doing a lot of things. Which involves traveling. And my current plans, like I said in my stream on Friday... Hold on, I'm sorry. Like I say with my stream, on my collab stream on Friday with Armchair Expert. Although right now I am very busy, I have chosen to be a VTuber even though I was unwilling to be a VTuber all these years. But since I have chosen to be a VTuber, I am going to give 100% on it within my ability. Okay? So, for now, I'm going to tell you all I am busy. So, 3 days. Oh, this 3 days for these past 2 months was the best I can do. And hopefully, next year, when a lot of my things clear up and I get a lot more time to work with, I will revisit my plans. I'll revisit my plans. Yes, Luka-chan, I will be touching wood right now. I will touch wood. Again, back to what I was about to say. This is just a stopgap measure. My 3 days at 8 PM UTC plus 8 is just a stopgap measure. I wanted to have my first few streams with you all because I kind of wanted to start a bit. What's the point delaying until next year when I have everything set up? So I might as well like give a few days, a week to just start something. But coming 2025, I will be looking back at my schedules. I'm going to plan things a little more comprehensively. And I hope if any of you lurkers are willing to follow me for my adventures next year, I will appreciate it, and I will welcome anyone. Valstar Godwin, is that even a question? I can't stream. That doesn't mean I don't have a phone. I can't stream. Doesn't mean I have no access to the internet. So yes, answering your question, I will always be on X. And I will always be on Facebook. You will always see me there. I may post less or I may post more. But I will make time to post. One of many. Are you really gonna do that? Please don't do that. Don't owe me, please don't. Don't owe me, please. Any more questions? Actually, any more questions? I was rambling too much over my plans, but any more questions? Let me see. Oh my god, today is the anniversary for Too Much Water review. Oh wow. Too Much Water, I cannot believe it. Of all the times I talk about games journeys, it's during the Too Much Water anniversary. Muzzy Skeleton, welcome, and I'm thankful for the membership. I'm thankful for the membership. You know what? speaking of wuxia, I'm actually looking forward to a lot of wuxia games. And I really am looking forward to a lot of wuxia games. I really hope that we get one that is like has a character creator, honestly. Hi, Dr. Weasley, welcome. Thank you for the sub. Evie, shut up. Oh, Pandora Pen and Sore. Here, okay. I'm gonna say this word a lot of times, but I'm too used to it. I'll just say, here's the thing. Here is the thing. Because I want to resolve all of my delays with Google in the coming few months, I don't think I have set up gifted memberships just yet. And I don't think it's important for me to set up gifted memberships just yet because Google is being also a little bit particular with me. Not as bad as Twitch. Again, credit to Google. Not as bad as Twitch. This is like this is going to be a meme from now on, honestly. Whenever something happens to your streaming website, I'm just gonna say, not as bad as Twitch. Aaron John Queen Yao, I have not considered 3D at all. I really have not considered 3D at all. 3D model, I don't even know whether it's actually worth it because I don't think I have any plans on getting VR or body tracking. So a 3D model is probably just wasted on me. Definitely, Mod-chan. Firstly, I need to have an environment conducive for a desktop PC, which is, I have no idea when that will ever happen. So, as always, because of my personal situations unique to me, laptop is really the only option I have. The only realistic option I have. I can get the most equipped desktop replacement laptop, but it still has to be a laptop. Uma, shut up. Rina, can you please shut up? Thank you for understanding, Aaron John Queen Yao. Thank you for the sub, M. Oh yeah, one of you lurkers asked me about the InfoWars things, right? You asked me about the whole The Onion and InfoWars, that whole situation. I think I have a bit of an opinion on that. I mean, I'll be upfront with you, lurkers. Over the years, I never really cared about InfoWars. I really never cared about InfoWars. And I watch Alex because it's funny. That was really the biggest reason I watched Alex. Because it's funny and he makes a lot. He's a meme generator in a lot of cases. But here's the thing. I saw this. I have read news about what happened during The Onion's acquisition of InfoWars. And I'm going to... Something really rubs me the wrong way on that. Okay? So this... Pak Chor made this post. That's how you buy a company, Elon Musk, said The Onion. Oh, is that right? The Onion buy InfoWars is how you should properly buy a company. Is that right? OP. Well, I didn't realize that an option sale that is blocked by a judge, as the judge say to themselves, the process surrounding it is so shady and so concerning that no one should be comfortable about how it was sold. I didn't realize that a quote-unquote auction where the buyer did not even have close to the highest bid, I did not know that, was how you should buy a company. I did not know that you can join an auction, bid a lower amount than everyone else, but still win the option. I did not know that. So being OP is not a flex. Oh, Maxi, okay. Tell tell Maxi to sleep well. I will tell him to sleep well, actually. How do I contact him? I'll just DM him. Maybe I'll just DM him. I'll tell him later. Yeah, I'm sidetracking a bit. But anyway, OP, I get it. You hate Elon Musk. And I also get it. You hate InfoWars. I get it. It's completely fine. We all have our preferences for outlets. We all have our preferences for public figures. But I ask this very simple question. Tell me honestly, OP. If the buyer was not The Onion, and the company that The Onion was buying was not InfoWars, or maybe if the roles were reversed, what if InfoWars was buying The Onion and InfoWars didn't even put up anywhere close to a high enough bidding price? Definitely not the top bidding, but yeah, they won the bid. Will you still sell is a W? Will you still say that? Or will you be confused about how it's a completely foul and shady option that the judge is completely right to cancel? Are you just saying this because of the names involved? I thought so. I thought so. So that's my opinion on the InfoWars thing. For that one lurker who asked me about it. Yes, people, yes, people. The judge will decide eventually. But for now, the sale is not going to go through just yet. I am going to go. Actually, it's 10:08 where I am. I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'll go get something to drink. And I'll come back, okay? Go get something to drink. I'll come back. And you all can talk amongst yourself for now, okay? I'll be back. B stands for the bond that keeps us connected. A for the appreciate. Oh! I almost read the whole thing. I almost read the whole thing. And I'm going to see what you all have been talking about while I was away. I want to see what you all have been talking about while I was away. Let me see. I am disappointed as always with you all. I'm disappointed as always. Always disappointed. Zero 09, why do you say alright safe? Did you say something specific? Yo, sad lurker, it wasn't even the word, but you're spelling it out. You were spelling it out. Don't give that nonsense to me. You were spelling it out. Was it? Okay, I'll read. I will take the bait and I will give it a read, okay? I will take the bait and I will give it a read. I will take the bait and read. I will take the bait and read, okay? From Banmin is gone, let's party. B stands for the bond that keeps us connected. A for the appreciation we feel for you and for the nurture you show to everyone. M for the memories we've made. I for the inspiration you bring. And for the new beginnings you embrace with courage and grace. Thank you for the unexpectedly warm and kind message, Lurker. Okay, I take back what I say. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm getting tired of being speechless right now, so I want to chase a different topic. I saw this video from someone I follow, and he has been a target of harassment by a specific individual called Alyssa. And for some reason, this Alyssa has been very, very creepy to this man. And all he has ever done is report things. That's right, Shion Tori. Alyssa is being very, very weird with this man. So I wanted to watch this thing that I came up. And I have a few opinions, but let's leave it here.
Trying to trademark the game move really is. Jeff Keighley is apparently trying to trademark the Game Awards. According to an account on Twitter called Moriarty, he posted a U.S. Patent Trademark Office post showing Jeff Keighley trying to trademark the awards, the Game Awards. And if he were to be successful with doing this, it would completely silence any kind of opposition starting up their own Game Awards. And initially, when I heard this, first thing I thought of was the real Game Awards with Stuttering Craig and Side Stories putting this together that I am a supporter of and a sponsor of. Because I don't like
I
what Jeff
appreciate
Keighley
it.
and the industry are doing. I don't like the direction that it's been going. So I wanted to support something that's made by gamers for gamers.
Hello,
as opposed to
Yuria.
corporate interests and marketing and what ends up being a somewhat of a 3-hour infomercial pushing products and propaganda, woke politics, narratives, agendas, ideologies. No, I'd rather just focus on the games themselves. But we can't do that anymore if someone like Jeff Keighley is able to win and get this trademark, which is absolutely insane to me. I am taking major issue with this, as I think all...
Okay. I'll give it a pause. When I heard this, I thought about a very different situation. I want to give you all a bit of a pop quiz, okay? A bit of a quiz. When I saw this, I was reminded about something very similar that happened quite a few years ago. And would you all like to guess what it was? Very similar situation, very similar scenario. Would you all be willing to guess? Well, I show you the answer, but how about the guess? How about guessing? Hint? It happened back in 2016. That's the hint. And it made big news when it happened. Akane. Wow. Any more answers? Okay, you have made enough answers. Exactly right. The Fine Brothers React, trying to trademark React. Is history repeating itself all over again? Funny. Do you know how funny it is? I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. This happened in 2016 and my god, oh my god, I cannot believe it. So, it's like a cycle. It really is like a cycle. I cannot believe how much of a cycle it is. It's full circle. 2024 and 2016. It is a cycle. So, we have Fine Brothers. We have Harambe. We have Peanut. We have...
all gamers should. I took to Twitter and tagged Jeff Keighley, who hasn't blocked me yet, but I'm sure he will eventually once he sees them.
And the Game Awards. And, of course, Orange Man. He released a cycle. I told you, Lucas, I told you. I also told Armchair Historian. Remember what I said on Friday? The world works like a cycle. I told you. The world works like a cycle, for better or worse. So the worst will pass and the good will happen, and the good will pass and the bad will happen. It's a cycle all over again. All that's important is we keep riding the waves in the best way that we can. The cycle will always happen, but what is important for us is we ride the waves of this cycles. I cannot believe it. This cycles. Oh boy. I might want to tweet about this already, actually. I feel like tweeting about this. 09 is fine. It's fine. I'm glad you managed to drop by for tonight's stream. I will do it after stream. I will tweet after stream because I cannot believe how cyclical everything is. It's amazing. It is amazing. But anyway, I want to keep... Oh, I actually haven't watched this Smash JT video yet. So, let's make it a bit of another watch party. And I'll pause a bit and give my opinions off and on. Okay?
This because they don't like opposition. All these people do is silence anyone that tries to talk about what they're doing. They're trying to pull like what the NFL did with the Super Bowl. And it's absolutely stupid that now people can't even say Super Bowl when they're trying to market the big game because the NFL wants to take money from people. And this is something where it's the Game Awards. It's like the most generic terminology about an award show you could ever have in your life. And he's trying to patent this. And if he gets the right people in charge that look at it, they could potentially approve it. And then anybody trying to say anything about their own Game Awards would be infringing on his copyright, his trademark, for something generic like Game Awards. So when I see Jeff Keighley doing this, it's obviously a direct retaliation against Stuttering Craig and the real Game Awards because he feels threatened that the gamers are starting to wake up and rise up to fight back against this kind of corporate oppression. And I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous to verbalize.
Thanks, Grogan. Jeff Keighley is trying to trademark the Game Awards, so no one can use the word the Game Awards or even Game Awards to just make an awards show for the games. So Jeff Keighley wants to have the power to sue people for using the word Game Awards. That's the synopsis.
Say out loud because in all seriousness, it's kind of silly when you take a
Hi Luigi Mario 2. Hope you're having a good day.
step back from all of it. But this is what that side does. They start to try to legalize things against you so that they can oppress you. And gamers don't stand for this shit. They just don't. So what he's doing right now is he sees the rallying behind the real Game Awards. And he sees other people.
Look at Chan. Legally, 100%, he does not have that right. But the problem is, we may not be living in an ideal world where the laws are applied fairly and by the book, unfortunately. As Smash JT just said, if Jeff Keighley gets to speak or deal with the right people, he might get his way. But right now, transparency and awareness is important.
People mocking his Game Awards. So to fight back, he is going to the U.S. Patent Office and saying, hey, yeah, those words, the Game Awards, can we make those my words? That way it's my event forever. When it's literally has nothing to do with him. Now, I would argue if Jeff Keighley wants to trademark the term Jeff Keighley's Game Awards, I think that might actually work and function because it's more directed towards a specific situation. But saying the Game Awards is just such big.
So, Jeff Keighley's The Game Awards or The Game Awards by Jeff Keighley. 100% fair. That is fine. Because make himself the household name. Don't make a common word like the Game Awards. patented. Jeff Keighley's The Game Awards are the Game Awards by Jeff Keighley. That is unfair. But no, that's not what we're having, Rob. That's not what we are having, aren't we?
Basic generic terminology that by using those words and trying to trademark them, you are trying to hold down anyone that dares create their own Game Awards show. And how is that helping anybody? All it's doing is silencing the opposition, silencing people who want to have a voice, who want to redirect the game industry to a better place. They want full control, full corporate ownership of everything to push their agenda forward. As if Jeff Keighley could not be more hated. Now this happens. And it's one of those...
As Mo-chan, Oscars is acting, movie acting specifically.
things that I always wanted to give Jeff Keighley a pass. I know people crap on him all the time and make fun of him and all that stuff. And I'm like, you know what? No. This guy was trying to push the game industry forward in his own direction. He's trying to do his own thing and trying to make the game industry respectable and respected among all the peers over the years. That's the way I looked at it. But now, the way it's progressed to what it is, it's clear he has an objective in mind, a target he's trying to hit, a corporate agenda that he is moving forward.
Now, Daryl, before this happened, Jeff Keighley was, I would say he's not very well liked, but he was not really hated, he was more like not well liked. Because at one point, he shielded quite hard for Doritos, over the Doritos incident. You can just search it up. But he became a meme because of that. And of course, his Game Awards shows aren't really that well liked. Because here's the thing about his Game Awards show. Jeff Keighley's Game Awards shows, there is very, very little customer input. Most of the people who make the decisions, most of the people who decide the nominations, for instance, and most of the people who decide the winners are games journalists. There are games journalists who, for some reason or another, Jeff Keighley decided to value the opinion more than the paying customers and the people who actually play video games. And he lets them decide winners and nominees. So, and everything just started going all downhill during the year when The Last of Us Part 2 was nominated for the Games Awards. The problem is that The Last of Us Part 2, to say it was a divisive game is an understatement. Because the undeniable fact is, a lot of people who enjoyed The Last of Us Part 1 hated Last of Us Part 2. And a lot of people who claim to love Last of Us Part 2, most of them didn't even play The Last of Us Part 1. And for me, my personal story with Last of Us Part 2 is that I have more reasons to dislike the game. I would not have cared so much about the game and the story and everything and the content itself so much if it wasn't because of what Naughty Dog and Sony did after the leaks came out. Driving CX, I will tell you why I really do not like The Last of Us 2. And initially is the story, but another one is what Sony and Naughty Dog did to people after the game was leaked. So we all know, in 2020, key members of the story was leaked, right? We remember all of that. Do you remember that? Yeah, good enough. No, not that kind, Durrell. Is what happened to Joe? The leak about what happened to Joe, and we didn't like it. A lot of us didn't like it. That's the point. That's the point. So the leaks came out, and of course, with a game as at that time, very excited to play, highly anticipated. All I remember Last of Us Part 2 had one very specific trailer that came out before the game came out. And it showed Joel and Ellie. Well, it teased that Joel and Ellie were going to join up and go through the entire game together. So we were playing as Ellie for most of the time, but it's like Joel, we were expecting that Joel would be like the companion NPC, the companion character for most of the game, right? Because at one point there was a specific phrase in the trailer that Joel said something along the lines of something like, Ellie, Ellie, I won't abandon you, or something like that. He said something along the lines of, it's a new adventure and I'm still here for the ride, or something like that. That was what Joel said. And you know what was the thing about it that really disturbed me? It's like, so Joel said something along the lines of, Ellie, I won't abandon you. I won't leave. Okay, I remember what he said specifically. Ellie, I won't leave you alone with this. So it's implying that. And Naughty Dog, you know what they did? They used that specific phrase and they showed the video of an old Joel. So the time skip Joel, the one that we have before he got that golf club incident. So it was an indication. Our expectations was that, okay, Ellie is the main character in Last of Us Part 2, but she has a very hard adventure or something like that. But of course, Joel being Joel, he's there for the ride. He's gonna join with Ellie and be her partner from start to or at least late game. From at least the start to the late game. But the leaks came out. And the leaks came out. We know what actually happened to Joel. And it happened at the very start of the game. Very early part of the game. And it also turns out the game later, we reached to that part where Joel said, and Ellie, I'll never leave you alone to do this. We found out it was actually flashback Joel. We saw it was a bait and switch. So in the trailers, they use old Joel, the one at the start of the game. And in the actual game, they use a flashback of Joel. So when he was young, which meant that that phrase he said was in a flashback and it was never going to happen. So why I did not like it when Naughty Dog did that. Naughty Dog knew exactly what they were doing. They were trying to bait people to buy the game, to think about the old times of playing Part 1. Roy, I have not even started my opinion on Last of Us Part 2, okay? I'm going step by step. I'm going step by step. So, we go back to the leaks. Okay? We go back to the leaks. The leaks came out. It came out for a full 12 hours. Almost everyone got a chance to watch the leaks. And we saw what happened to Joel. We all saw what happened to Joel with the golf club. And eventually Naughty Dog and Sony took it down with YouTube's help. Which is natural, it's fine. And anyone who shared the videos, of course, it's their right to take down the video. But what Naughty Dog and Sony did not have the right to do, what they did not have the right to do is to copyright strike everyone, every single YouTuber who talked about the leaks. No video, no audio, not even screenshots. It's just them talking about the fact that the leaks exist. And you know what's the ugliest part of that? You know what is the worst part of that? They only copyright struck the YouTubers who talk negatively about the leaks. They only copyright, again I repeat, they only copyright strike the YouTubers who talk negatively about the leaks. The people who are talking positively about the leaks, they were still up. They were all still up. So, Naughty Dog and Sony did two mistakes right now. First one, it was already bad enough. First one, they false strike a lot of channels. Didn't show any of their content. They show no videos. They show no audio. Nothing at all. Literally nothing at all. But they still got struck. And the second mistake that makes it 100 times worse, they only claim it for those who did not have a positive opinion of the leaks. And they kept all of the ones with positive opinions safe. So that was the reason why I specifically did not like Last of Us Part 2. Neil Druckmann, in my opinion, was shameless. He knew what he was doing. He and Sony knew what they were doing. And of course, as Roy said, outside of the scandal surrounding the game itself, the story itself is black-pilled nonsense. Filled with plot holes and forced incidents that make no sense from the context of the first game. We know for a fact after Last of Us Part 1, Joe was paranoid and he's very, very protective of Ellie, and he's also very, very protective of his community. There is no way he would allow a group of strangers, complete strangers, into his house, and a group of them, he has no weapons and he has no companions around him, and leave himself wide open for Ellie to do whatever she did to him. It makes no sense. And that's the core of the story. And here's the thing, Abby did so many things to Ellie in the entirety of that show, in the entirety of that game, that Abby killed so many people that Ellie cared for. And at the end of the day, Ellie was left with nothing. And she was forced to let go of her revenge. For some reason. For some reason. So, again, my opinion of Last of Us Part 2 was very not good. Anyway, I think I sidetracked a little too much. I will go back to this video.
And by trying to trademark these generic words to make them his own, would actually stifle any kind of competition, slow the entire industry moving forward, and make it so the gamers have even less of a voice. Just look, hold on. Let's take a step back here. Let's look at the people who are on the voting board.
Exactly. Remember what I told you all? Remember I just said it. Remember I just said the Game Awards? Gamers don't get to vote in this Game Awards. They don't get to choose anything. You get like one. You get like one category, which is like consumer choice. Just one. The rest decided by games journalists. So you tell me with a straight face that the Game Awards is fair. Don't insult our intelligence, please. Don't insult yours, don't insult mine. Anyway, let's keep going.
Of the Game Awards. These are the people that have a voice, okay? These do not speak for the gamers. If anything, they are corporate interests in mind that they all have. These people that are hardcore, left-wing, propaganda pushing, hold everyone down. It's a
Oh, this one. I remember this one. I saw this little commentary. Oh, wow. If it wasn't for DI, you wouldn't have good games. That was literally his point.
It's a very bad environment to allow not this situation to perpetuate, but continue worsening the entire industry moving forward. And if Jeff Keighley was able to get this trademarked and copyrighted, it would stop others from creating their own Game Awards and giving a voice to the people that actually matter. The gamers, the people that play the games. Us! So not only do I hope that this completely backfires and blows up in Keighley's face, which actually I feel like is happening right now, because you do not do this kind of thing, especially against gamers. But I hope people realize just exactly the type of person Jeff Keighley is for trying to.
Oh yeah. Lurker-chan, remember what I said on Friday? Remember what I said on Friday to armchair activists? I talked about a story, right? Remember I talked about Cultural Revolution, and I also talked about Kim Jong-il? He again exactly this. You're right. This is textbook communist behavior. Remember that quote I talk about Kim Jong-il? Entertainment without spreading the message is useless. Entertainment should only exist to push the message. And in Kim Jong-il's case, Juche was the message. And in games journalists and AAA game devs case, DEI. Okay, let's keep going.
To do something like this. It's not helping anybody. It's clear as day that this is a way to silence opposition. The people you have employed, the game industry.
Now I'm sorry, Pandora. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Talking Chair. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for the insult. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me, Talking Chair. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me, Talking Chair. Armchair expert, yes. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. You do not deserve that insult. You do not deserve that insult. You do not deserve to be called an activist. Okay, let's keep going.
Peons that are working.
Josh 9998, I called armchair expert the wrong word. I call him armchair activist, and that is such an insult, and I will be so insulted. I'm so sorry.
Behind the scenes to push this agenda forward do not speak for gamers at large. And gamers are trying right now in full force, and it's a legit uprising that I'm seeing, that are sick of all this shit. We just want to be heard and have games return back to normal. And if Jeff Keighley is able to get this trademark to go through, it pushes all of us back. It's a gigantic win for that side. So I hope people, not just me, get this out there. Have your voices heard. Do not let something like this happen, because the last thing anybody wants to see is the Game Awards be trademarked to the point of the Super Bowl, where you can't even talk about it without people trying to...
Don't worry, Smash JT, don't worry at all. I am really going to tweet about this. I am going to so do it. And since I'm streaming about it also. But I'm going to tweet about it. But I'm going to tweet about it in the context that everything is cyclical. It's a cycle. And it will have to keep going.
To be like, oh, that's Jeff Keighley's thing. No, it's not. The Game Awards are everyone's thing. Because here's the thing, ironically enough, I thought this side always stood for this. Gaming is for everyone. Why are you trying to trademark it and take it away from people? I thought gaming was inclusive, Jeff.
I thought so too. Isn't gaming for everyone? Gaming is for everyone. And that means everyone can make their own award shows for games they like. I thought gaming is for everyone. Gaming is literally for everyone. And this is one thing the Pak Chor said that is correct. But their problem is that they do not act their words. Gaming is for everyone. It is not exclusive. And you, Pak Chor, and the DEI crowd, you have as much right to make games that pander to you as someone else has the right to make games that pander to them. And that also includes creating game awards for specific communities. You have no right to take it away from someone else, especially something as petty and slimy as trademarking something like the Game Awards. Gaming is for everyone.
Keighley, I thought we were all about inclusivity.
More than anything.
Again, remember what Armchair Activist said on Friday? Banmin Wukong. All of these Pak Chor are all about faking inclusivity until something is I do it again. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Damn it. Why do I keep... Oh. I did it again. I'll just say talking chair. That's better. Remember what talking chair say? About Banmin Wukong. Talking chair said, why is Pak Chor all for inclusion? All for inclusivity until it's not. They're all for diversity and inclusion until it's not. And that not manifests when they don't get their way. It's all performative, as Talking Chair say. It is all performative. Fake.
This is a show about bringing our community together in this room and online around the world to focus on something we can all agree on. There's nothing more powerful or more immersive than an extraordinary video game.
This move flies directly.
Oh wow. Rich words, Jeff Keighley. Rich words. Oh. You made it so convincing, didn't you? Such a beautiful, pretty lie you made. What a beautiful lie you just gave. Look at it now. Look at your Game Awards, Jeff Keighley. Your beautiful lie. Look at it. You are trademarking the word the Game Awards. And you can potentially sue anyone who uses it. And your very own Game Awards, so-called games that the gamers love, all decided by games journalists. What a beautiful lie you have, Jeff Keighley. What a beautiful lie.
Directly in the face of inclusivity. So I'm sure I speak for everyone who cares about gaming to say, gigantic F you, we don't want this, and we wholeheartedly reject it. We don't want you in the game industry anymore. You are not helping it, you are hurting it, you are holding everyone down, and you are pushing it back decades. And I am just very angry and frustrated about this. So I hope people speak out about this and let it be known that we aren't going to stand for this kind of aggression in the game industry. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to get back to hanging out at the beach with my family.
Done. We're done with the video. So, we learned a lot, didn't we? So, it goes without saying, even without Smash JT's opinion, I feel the exact same way. And it is doubly infuriating, given that Jeff Keighley virtue signaled and grandstanded about how games are for everyone. Gamers decide what games they enjoy, and then turn around and do things like this. Guy named Ash. In a fair world, the Games Awards would recognize how much work the devs of Black Myth Wukong have put in, how much passion they have put in, how much vision, how much refinement, how much time. Black Myth Wukong is one of those unique games where the teaser matches the experience. J-Hing CX, see you tomorrow. Are you trying to make me laugh, Lurker-chan? $80.9. That is how it is, isn't it? That is how things. So not only are games journalists breaking their own words, talking about how they are all for diversity, equity, and they're all for diversity and inclusion. And when you see a game that is actually diverse and actually inclusive, they lash out at it because the game didn't bend the knee to them. And when the game is successful, they start throwing this. Oh, they're all Chinese players. The game is made from mainland China. It's just Chinese players. Those players don't count. Very, very progressive of you games journalists. Very anti-racist of you games journalists. Very much so. Yes, I'm glad you understand that, Ash. Think about it. You really have to think about it that way. They did say that. Even Paul Tassi, he made that jab as well. Banmin Wukong only has record player numbers at a specific time, and then he plummets down to 200 and so thousand. The game is not as good as you think it is. Oh, Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that a game made by mainland China would attract so many Chinese players. And I didn't know that Chinese players do not count to the statistics. I did not know. I did not know that. Oh well, silly me. I didn't realize one hemisphere, the other side of the Earth's hemisphere, all the people living there, I did not realize they do not count towards statistics for successful games. I did not realize that at all. Varen, good point. Anyone who hasn't bought Vermintide 2, you should take the opportunity to buy it. It is a very good game. And also, Vermintide 2 Versus has been released. So it's their version of Left 4 Dead 2 Versus. Maybe one day next year, if we have a gaming day with the lurkers again, we can give it a try, okay? So, the game is dirt cheap now, as far as I know. If you lurkers want to spend money on a good game, Vermintide 2, number 2, the second game. Any lurkers want to have a gaming night, one of the streams on in 2025? We can have that. Until then, just an FYI. Okay. We're done. I've done all the yapping for the day. Interestingly, I am going to... Actually, I should start working on that tweet, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should start working on this tweet. I should start working on this tweet. Get it, Pandora. Okay. Oh yeah. Since we are at the end of the stream already, I will give you a bit of a briefing, okay? I'll give you a bit of a briefing for my pens for the rest of the year. Guy named Ash, I'll see you again, and check my Twitter or Facebook for updates, okay? Check my Twitter or Facebook for updates. Okay. A bit of a briefing for the remainder of the stream. Like I said, today will be my last streaming day for quite some time. For quite some time. But, that being said, there is a chance I can fit a few more streams between now to 2025. Although I can't give you specific dates for when the next stream will be yet, I will let you all know a few days in advance when I decide on a time. Okay? Understand? Good morning or good evening, Doran. You just made it as the stream is about to end. I'm so sorry. But again, I'll reiterate few things. Firstly, if this is all the housekeeping before I end the stream, okay? Firstly, I am resolving things with Google, hopefully over the months, and avoid super chatting me for now, if you want to. And if you really want to show me some appreciation, just a Streamlabs is fine. Go through Streamlabs because it's direct to me. And also the next thing, Fushigi, good morning. And I lost my train of thought again. Oh yeah. Yes. Yes. What am I saying? Today is the last day of my stream for quite a bit. And my next streaming date, it won't be... okay, Streamlab link is also at givemebanhammer Pandora. So, it's the same handle as my same handle as my Facebook, same handle as my Twitter, same handle as my YouTube, and same handle as my Twitch. Except it's Streamlabs / okay? Anyway. I keep getting distracted. I keep losing my train of thought. Am I getting old? No, I'm not getting old. I'm not getting old. Anyway, I am not getting old. No, I have to remember what I wanted to say. My God. Oh no. Okay, again. I remembered again. Tonight is the last stream that I am sure is happening. Ideally, I can likely fit a few more streams. I can fit a few more streams before 2025, but I am not sure when they are. I will tell you all a few days in advance when that happens, and I will give you specific time, okay? But until then, I'll still be active on Twitter and Facebook, okay? That answers. That is what I wanted to say. So, tentatively, this will be the last confirmed stream. And don't be... I'll be honestly. Here's the thing. I will miss you all. And because I miss you all, I will do my hardest. I'll do whatever I can. To make some time for a stream, okay? The only problem right now is I cannot give you specific times for the rest of the year. But I will tell you a few days in advance when I have managed to make time for another stream. And it will be on a stream by stream basis. So let's say I managed to make time for like a stream in December. I'll give you a specific date. I'll give you a specific time. And then after that stream is over, you'll have to wait for my post on Twitter or Facebook again for if I manage to make time for another stream that is still in 2024. And then after that, ideally, come 2025, I will set up a new schedule. I'll set up a new schedule for 2025 and I'll tell you when the first date will be. And from that point onwards, hopefully it will be a scheduled stream like for the past 2 months. Doran, I've said it before, but I'll say it again, okay? I will be traveling. I'll be traveling a lot. And this is very usual to it's very typical of the way I live, honestly. It's typical of the way I live. I am always in transit. I'm always in transit for the past... I've been in transit for many years, actually. Haven't really stuck in one place for too long. But hopefully I will be stuck at a specific place long enough next year. And by the way, I feel like people should already know this, but I am a bit disappointed and annoyed that people still seem to spread this conspiracy theory. You're keep spreading this conspiracy theory and I don't appreciate it. I am not Taylor Swift. Get that through your head. I am not Taylor Swift. Well, Lurker-chan, it's more like I have some commitments. I have some commitments, but it's fine. And, very good. 3 hours. I made it the 3-hour mark. So at least I didn't shortchange you lurkers. Okay, I've done yapping, so I just want to talk about... I really want to talk about my experience for the whole day, okay? Oh boy, again. If it's not obvious enough for you, don't jinx yourself. Today has not been a fun day for me. I will be blunt. Today has not been a particularly fun day for me. It was filled with stress. It was filled with headaches. And my only message to the lurkers who just got here in the second half of the stream is don't jinx yourself. Don't think about things that will jinx you. And if you want to know exactly what happened concerning me, just watch the first 20 minutes of the VOD. It will be there. You have all the time in the world to watch it. I'm not going to tell back the story about it. Oh, Jinx, you're an artist? What do you draw? Actually, let me check. Myself. Let me see. Let's see. Jinx Faust. Commissions opening. What do you draw? Solid art. Very solid art. Let me see. I shall just show you all a bit, shouldn't I? I'll just show you all a bit, just like the last few minutes of tonight's stream. Just show some lurker art, maybe. I'll just show some lurker art. I tag you in a fan. Oh boy. Is it safe for work or not safe for work? Okay, let me check. It is a little hard for me. For some reason, I don't forgot how to navigate Twitter, Jay. For some reason, I forgot how to navigate Twitter, and that is stupid. Oh yeah, that one! Yeah, that is very good art. Yeah, I'm gonna show it. This one. Oh, is this one? Oh yeah, this art. I remember this one. Very cute art. Thank you for it. Well, anyway, I think it has been a very tiring day today, and I believe tonight will be the last confirmed stream. This will conclude the last confirmed stream. This will be the last confirmed stream I'll have. Again, don't have to be too worried. Don't be sad, please. Please don't be sad. No one be sad, okay? I'm still posting on Twitter. I'm still posting on Facebook. And I'm definitely going to be ranting about the Game Awards later on after this stream ends, okay? And get it. Oh no. Maybe I'm just too tired. Maybe I'm just too tired. My brain just keeps short circuiting and I forget what I want to say. But like I said, it is expected that I will get some time for another stream before 2025 drops. And until then, I will give you a fair warning, fair notice if I confirm a date. Okay? And so, that's the end of tonight's stream. I think I was considering, I bought Battle Realms too. I bought Battle Realms again actually. I bought Battle Realms Zen Edition. And I told the Lee I bought Battle Realms Zen Edition. So far I realized why I really loved the game when I played it. Maybe on the on the extra stream for 2024 we can do a gaming stream. You can do a gaming stream for that. I don't know how much time. I don't know whether I can gather some. I probably can yap. I probably will be able to yap. For the bonus streams. But maybe if I feel particularly tired, it might just be a gaming stream. I like Serpent Clan a little more than Dragon Clan. Yeah. I like their units more. The units are cooler. Their burst unit is just a guy with a sword, that's pretty cool. And their specialist range unit is riflemen, which are also pretty cool. And of course, unlike the Dragon Clan where you sacrifice the 4 samurai, it just has an AoE ability. You sacrifice 4 Ronin and you get a necromancer. That's so much cooler. Oh god. That might be worth it. If I can make it to the Game Awards roast. If I can't make it to a Game Awards stream, I could roast it, but hey, maybe I'll try. Serpent? I do like Serpent and Dragon, but Serpent has the endgame unit. Here, it has the Necromancer, it's definitely way worth it. And Serpent has funner heroes, if I recall. Serpent has funner heroes. Shinja has poison blades, and that's very useful. Is today the Game Awards? No, not today's not the Game Awards, I don't think. Is today the Game Awards? Maida Lawn, it's called Battle Realms. Just look it up on Steam. Oh, nominees announcement. I am waiting with bated breath for Black Myth Wukong to not be in most of them. Oh, I don't know if I can make it to that, but I'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. I think I am done for the night. I'm done for the night. Okay. Anyway, thank you for joining the stream. I know it is still a very, very weird time for me to hold a stream, but it's the best that I can do for now. One day, maybe by 2025, I can set up more suitable times for as many people as possible. But until then, it has been fun and a pleasure to yap with company like you all. And hopefully, I'll get some time. I'll get some time for quick streams off and on until 2025 gives me solid schedules again. So, good night, lurkers, and good night, everyone else. Even if you hate watching me, I appreciate you dropping by to watch me. Jashiro, thank you for the super chat again. I will try and get my issue sorted with Google as fast as I can. I don't know how fast I can get it sorted, but I would really love to get it sorted. And Shion Tori, I have no idea, but I have been on the internet long enough to know that there will be. Okay? Anyway, I am done for the night. And to you lurkers and non-lurkers alike, have a good day, have a good night, a good afternoon, or a good evening. Farron, shut up. I told you it is. I will likely get something. Carl Duro, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Again, I really will try to get Google to sort this out with Google. This is ridiculous already. I have to sort the. I have to be fast. Get it done faster. Anyway, good night, everyone. Or good morning, good day, good evening, good night. And I'll see you all on X and on Facebook. And maybe on one of the bonus streams I'll manage to set up. Until then, take care.